everyone, Erika. Welcome back. Happy Thai New Year. We just had Thai New Year, and yeah, it's a big shift and change in energy right now. We'll talk about everything. The name of this video or the live oracle today is The New You, and it's actually I'm calling it the new you, but it's actually like the new world. We're really going through a big time of transition right now, and it's almost like there's a restructuring of the universe, and there's kind of a adjustment from us to find our new place within the universe and to find our new relationship with the universe. And this Nachi. Hopefully you can see everyone, but Nachi has to do with actually when things get big enough, they have to actually shift and change direction. And she's named after the Fibonacci series, so it's like it's about reproduction and building on the past. But then at some point, it doesn't fit the structure anymore, and there has to be a shift and change, and that's where we get this spiral of movement in this world. So, Nachi just came in. But, so yeah, I'm going to recap a little bit on what's going on. I actually haven't had much changes in a while, and the way I see it, just kind of, the messages go back from December through March. And basically nothing has been going on in April, and it's been real quiet. But all these messages are really kind of reiterating the same point, where this universe is needing to change. It's outgrowing its old structure, and it needs to change. There's breaks in the patterns in the cycles. And these patterns and cycles are not going to repeat themselves. There's a shift and a change. There's a way in which we change differently this time. And the ways in which we change are different. And the sources of change are different. And, yeah, and there's this ending of the patterns and the cycles of things that are going on. So, and also a restructuring of the universe, and I'll talk about the chickens that have died, the chickens that are sick. We have both chickens that are sick are here. I don't know if you can see. I think the lighting's a little bit off, but we have Dahlia here, and she has to do with the roots, and she's getting stronger. So we need to make our roots stronger. She's okay. She had some vitamin deficiency thing, and then I think a problem with the worms, and so we're doing both, and she's getting better. And then Promesia, who has to do with promise to see something that you really love, the promise of your dream, or the promise of the people, or the promise that you know of God to the people. And she just went blind, the promise to see, and she just went blind, right? But she is having eggs every now and then, which is interesting, so she can reproduce. And the reason I named her was because I wanted her baby. And so she actually can reproduce, but we have to work on the blindness. And again, it's about, redefining our relationship with the universe, and even with the source energy, the creative energy, and with God. And I, personally, I've really been like the Buddha under the Bodhi tree, spending time every day with the problems, and really finding a way to heal differently than I have in the past, and finding new ways to break through things that I haven't known how to do before. So it's like, you keep at something every day, and you keep trying, and eventually you start to have some breakthroughs. So, and then really just studying what you're doing, and becoming a student and apprentice of God, and really learning how to restructure your own universe. And as we restructure our own universe, the universe around us is being restructured simultaneously. It's like, there is this mirroring going on. And the other thing too I wanted to say is that there's new doors that are opening and new opportunities that are coming that have never presented themselves before. So it's almost like we're at a window of time where we can make a jump into a new life and a new way of being, and the universe around us and our relationships with everything around us are different now. So we actually have a new opportunities that we've never had before. So it's really exciting times, but at the same time we're going very slow and very gradual. It's like little by little right now. There's a lot of restructuring going on, and in this restructuring process, it's not just one part of your life, you know. I mean, I do plan to do the Chicken Oracle show and change, you know, shows and do a new beginning and, you know, restructure this channel, but there's a lot of groundwork that has to come before that, and I'm nowhere near that place right now, and it would just be a waste to do it now, you know. And you know, even though my intention or my goals and my trajectory is to do this, at the same time there's many things that I have to do to prepare for this. So it's like slow preparation, you know, planting all those seeds and really creating the framework. You know, we have to level all the chicken coops, move the chicken, you know, get through these issues, you know, work through a lot of things and set things up before we can make that jump. So I almost think, you know, when you think of evolution, it's like slow gradual changes until the point where everything has been set, and then there's a huge leap. So and basically I think there was you know, huge cries from the universe and from life in the past you know, in the past 3-4 months, and we're going through that's the first phase that we've been going through, is these cries and these calls from the universe. I had a chicken that was a very special chicken, 2 of them, actually one even before, and I've only had 2 of these be born. It's a Polish frizzle, and one got burned down in a chicken house because of a crazy lady, and another one got murdered because of a crazy lady. I mean, this is the craziness of the universe, and the most beautiful things cannot exist because people are so jealous. Jealousy is just so crazy and stupid. You know, if you want to be like something, or if you recognize the beauty and significance and magnitude of something beautiful and precious, and then you go against it, you push yourself far away from it, and you will never be like that. You know, it's like what you admire and want to kill to eliminate your competition, you can never become, because you have just separated yourself from that essence and that energy, you know. And there's this kind of falling away of things in the universe, like, you know, where special things cannot exist, and there's this craziness and this tension and this I mean, coming to a head of really horrible things, you know. I mean, the stupidity and the anger and the rage and the craziness and the ridiculousness of the human nature is really kind of has risen its ugly head, and it's kind of breaking away. And I'm not saying that it's totally gone, but we are really making that separation now, and we are really coming to the point where it's not now it's all coming, you know, not so strong. It's not so powerful anymore, and it's falling away. And it's, you know, maybe bad people are trying to, you know, get their last kill, but they're not going to get very far. So let me go over these are the 2 sick chickens, and the messages with these are, you know, really strengthening our roots. That's Delia, and then with Promesia, we're being called to find a new connection with the source and the creative energy to do healing, and also that, you know, the one who's bringing us the gifts is getting the painful experience, and to be there and come there for the beautiful, amazing givers. The gifts of this universe, we need to be there to provide for. So there's this shift of energy to really be there for those who are feeding us and serving us, and no more biting the hand that feeds you, really be there in gratitude and in service for those who are serving us, So this kind of shift of attention and healing and energy towards supporting and protecting and promoting our special people or resources, all of this, the special things that make this world advanced, that make this world, that are leading this world. That's where the energy is shifting, and it's moving away from the negativity and the bad things that have had power in the past are losing their power right now. There's this big split right now. So, and not to worry, that we are moving into a new structuring of this universe, because the most recent chicken that has died is Aisha, and Aisha has to do with the way the universe is structured. Basically, it's like, where we're all limited. Every single person is limited in their own way, and every single person has their resources, and we have our tools and our resources, and we have our limitations, and it's been set from the beginning of time, and we're all kind of working together, and there's this structure that has been working together from the beginning of time with their limitations and their resources, and now this structure is changing because we have the eclipse of the Aisha energy. But interestingly, we have Cinnabarite who had died, which was really sad, and of unknown causes. I think maybe worms, but I'm not really sure. It was sudden. And that has to do with finding new ways to adjust ourselves, finding new modes of change and new ways to change. And actually, even the sources of change are changing. So we have different types of adjustments and changes in areas that we didn't have before. So we have this eclipsing of the adjustment and change of the universe. So that was Cinnabarite. Then we had 2 phoenixes die, and the phoenix is the, rising from the ashes, the recycling, the getting up and doing it over again, and now there's a shift. And then, we had a couple messages with things, things breaking down, things going wrong. We had the beautiful chicken that had been murdered, 2 of them. And then we had Fuji was one of the chickens, and she was like this foreign energy that came in and made everything really special and different, and she was really full of kind of total different chicken mind. She was the Thai chicken who came into our lives out of the wild, and she just had a totally different personality, and she did things a totally different way. And then she passed, and it was really sad because she was like one of a kind, and no other chicken like her. So now it's a call for us to be embodying this energy of the eccentric, the different, the foreign, the new way of doing things, the different way of thinking, the different way of being, and that we are now being called on our own souls to find new ways of expression and doing things and thinking about things. So we have, again, but she was a phoenix chicken, which is, again, rising from the ashes. And then I had a chicken named Phoenix, who was a phoenix chicken, who died, and also really bizarre, unknown causes. And I remember right before he died, he had this flight from the woods all the way in here, and it was like the most beautiful flight I had ever seen. So it's like really, he came up to this new level. He had this totally different high experience, and then he passed. So, again, the rising from the ashes, the phoenix energy, is totally being eclipsed now. So it's I guess the camera shut off, but and then I checked the film to see where we got shut off. I think I can just fill in the pieces here, and then I'll air this because I can't do it again. A lot of things need to change, even my equipment and the cameras, everything. very frustrating. I need to get a easier way to do this where I don't have to record it so many times, blah blah blah. And I'm sorry the top was cut off, but anyway, this one's gonna be aired. Anyway, I think I had just ended on Phoenix, and then but yeah, so we have the Phoenix, the no more recycling and rising again to do the same thing again. The patterns and the cycles are changing. Aisha died. That was the last chicken that died. We started with her though. So you know, this is the new structure of the universe. New, you know, things of the past that were happening. It's like no more, no more. We really need to make major changes, change our relationship with the source, with the creator. And also the social structure around us is changing. The everything is restructuring itself in a different way. So it just takes some time. You know, we have to look at everything that needs to change, find the problems, and little by little we work on what we need to. We find where we can be efficient, and it's not just changing in one way. It's changing in everything. Everything's changing. So we're entering into a new world, but we find the new you. You know, you find the new you. And then when you find a door that you've never even seen before, you can walk through and really actually make your dreams come true. It's about moving closer to God, moving closer to the source, and having different relations, and really you know, stepping into a life that is more of value. And that's what we're doing right now, is we're finding what we value and what's important to us. You know, right now it's like, okay, these problems, the fowl pox or the chickens, you know, it's like you okay, now you have to find your own new way. You're expanding beyond the limits that you have known before. Your own limits are changing. Your own resources are changing. The universe, the limits of the universe are changing, and the resources within the universe are changing now. And what was before in the social structure, in the social dynamics that have been, you know, going on over and over again, that is changing also. So everything is changing, and the sources of change are changing, and the way we changes. So there's major change right now. Again, it's slow, and we work on everything so that when we make that big jump, it's like the whole life is shifted, and the whole universe around us is shifting simultaneously in sync with us. So, okay. I'm going to move on to the live chicken oracle, and I'm going to do two different readings, one down here and one up there, because the two chicken groups kind of are separate, so it's like two different card decks but two different chicken groups, and then we'll get a live for the oracle. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this, and I'll be right back for the live chicken oracle. I did this already, but there was no sound. So this was a while ago, like 3 days ago or something. But it was the same thing. I had a black baby chicken get it, and then I had a black and white baby chicken get it, and that's what I had again today. And normally the baby chickens don't get it. So again, it's like this new fresh energy, this like next generation kind of stepping back and letting that underdog or the seeds, the small ones up and coming. Those are the ones that are going to be able to get the handle. I mean, honestly, I almost want to say Bernie Sanders is going to win. Because that's what this energy is. It's like this the little underdog is gonna get it, and then the black is everything. The color black has every color, and then there's the black and white, where it's this duality and this polarity that is coming together. It's like the kind of the understanding of the working of the universe. And then the last one we had was. She actually doesn't have a name, but she has a silky genetics, which is recessive. So I can make silky babies out of her, and so we have this like recessive gene, meaning like something's lying dormant that is very special, and it's going to come about. It's going to come into existence, and her color is orange, and that has to do with relationships and emotions. So we have this kind of again the not the dominant one, the recessive one, the one that is dormant in hiding, like ready, waiting. That one's going to come out, and it's going to change relationships, and it's going to change emotions, the emotional settings of the world, the emotional feeling of life and the people around you. I mean, the emotions that are going on, emotions are very contagious. The emotions that are getting set off now are really going to be, those are the dominant ones. Now we're going to have the recessive ones, totally different set of emotions, different experience when everybody's having different emotions and different relationships are able to exist. And the recessive, the beautiful things that have not been able to exist before are going to be able to come out front and center. So anyway, very exciting, and I'm going to go do the other group up there, so I'll be right back. Hey, you guys. Come on. Oh, that one has to be. Okay, you guys. Hello, Brown. Hey, wait. Okay, we're going to get this. A new mother is going to be recognized and give birth to a very, very special baby. So there's a new birthing and a new honoring of creative source, basically. And I mean, maybe it's not like an actual mother giving birth, but in this situation, she was a mother that she did an excellent job, and she raised the most beautiful chicken I have, which I call Bodhisattva now. And then we had this chicken. Actually, she came up to me down on the other side, and she's a large pine cone, and so that has to do with major psychism, pituitary gland. Like there's something going on, like it's almost like the auspiciousness of the connection between. Okay, we'll keep it running. Just a little editing. The auspiciousness of the connection between human psychism. And that really, I mean, human psychism is so interconnected, and we're so influential on each other. Every moment, everything that happens is going on with our pituitary and shifts and changes. And then we have to get holograms here, because she's my little cutie who had to come and jump on my lap. And so she gets a little attention. And holograms is the holographic nature of the world. And again, as things really shift and change within certain pockets and groups, everything shifts and changes. So it's like that 100-monkey effect, where when enough people start grasping reality, then people who weren't able to see reality, all of a sudden they can see reality. So there's this new grasping of reality with much more massive level. And there's a changing in the behavior of the group, the behavior of the social structure, of the entire world society. There's a shift and a change, and that's the hologram. So we have this major pituitary shifting and action going on there. She came down there, and I meant to mention that, but she came up here again. And then, yeah, we had that mother who gave birth to Bodhisattva, who is the most special chicken. She was the only chicken that lived out of this huge hatch, and she was the mother of this most special chicken. So we have this ability to give birth to something really, really special and actually have it win against all odds. So really cool reading today. I hope everybody got the inspiration they need, and you know, keep on trucking, keep on going. You know, just groundwork. Enjoy the way, enjoy your path, enjoy the work, and then when the time is right, your door will present itself, and we get to experience a new world and have a new sense of self and a new life for ourselves. So very exciting. Anyway, take care, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Erika.